Hello again, fellow gears. What's up? It's Maticon here, bringing you another speedrun tutorial. This one is the classic original War Machine. This speedrun was patched, however, you can still run it. You need to plan a lot of spawn blocking grenades and some decoys, which I will show you in this tutorial. But while this loads up, I need to give a shout out to all the buddies who helped me get this footage together and this run with me. Pro Hitman 1942, Dr. Schwazi, Quiet Non, Dr. Power X, Morris, and Big in the Game. Thank y'all very much. Okay, so the person who is host needs to be one of the scouts. The other 4 players have to come in as soldiers because you got to plant a bunch of grenades. 2 of the soldiers are going to plant grenades up top here. And starting with this cog here, you will need 2 grenades. 1 grenade here, 2 grenades here. You will also need a decoy here. You will also need a grenade here and a decoy here as well. You will need a grenade there and a decoy there as well. You will need 2 grenades on this cog and a decoy here as well. 1 grenade here and 2 grenades here. Now, before the first boss wave, you will need 1 more decoy. You can build up some defenses first, but to guarantee the boss pushes over to the snipe spot, you need 1 additional decoy here, because this is blocking all the spawn, forcing them back into the 2 versus spawns. Now, the 4 or 5 grenades you have left with the soldiers planting up top, we have them plant the stairways grenades as well, because if you get any sentinels or guardians that fly out, you don't want them flying up there and blowing off all the grenades that you just planted. Now, the other 2 soldiers are going to plant the 2 versus spawns. Walls or floors are fine, no problem. You can put grenades here, here, there, and there, and then you can breadcrumb them out and down the spawn. And the other soldier's going to do the other side. And keep in mind, once you leave after you have planted grenades, they are lethal to everybody, enemies and allies, just for a heads up. This soldier's going to plant this versus spawn, because the first few waves you'll need some defense, and this will give it and provide it for you. So just breadcrumb these out as well, down and out the versus spawn there. Now, once all 4 soldiers have planted their grenades, they leave. The host scout stays in, and then the other people come in with the proper classes, and we run 2 engineers, 2 scouts, and a sniper. Now, the 2 engineers both build sentries. You have sentry cost, sentry capacity, repair boost, build cost, and we have 1 engineer bring decoy cost, and the other can bring barrier costs. Once they're back in the game, you want to make sure everybody can see the map overview before the scout drops the fabricator, because if they can't see the map overview and you drop it, then they won't be there for the first wave. As soon as the scout drops it, you need to get those 4 decoys upstairs pronto. So once that drops, again, you're going to run up here, everybody take a decoy here on those 2 grenades, decoy here on that grenade, and decoy here on that grenade, and the decoy there on those 2 grenades. And again, before wave 10 on the boss, you'll have that 1 extra decoy as I mentioned earlier. Now, for the first 3 or 4 waves, you want the sniper or someone to stay up here and make sure that nothing blows on the grenades and the decoys hold and nothing spawns up here. If you make it through 4 waves and nothing spawns up there, you should be good. The spawn should all spawn in the versus spawn, so it should be blocked up top. Now, as far as the boss goes, he spawns down here as usual. You can put a decoy here or both, and some people will line up some sentries to kill them on each side. The great thing is because everybody on this is free floating, you can have 4 people all shooting drop shots and competing for the boss kill, which is a lot of fun. Now, as far as being in the spawn, only one person can be in the spawn while it is active. We typically obviously have the scout in there. You just want to make sure the engineer is out, and the engineer doesn't go in until there's 5 or less left, and then of course you can go up there no problem. Go ahead now and show you the Fabricator location. And again, as long as all the spawn is blocked up top, everybody is a free floater, which makes this run great. You just want to try to center the Fabricator. It's not too picky in between these 2 walls here. There and there. And with that, that is the basic rundown of setting up the classic original War Machine tutorial. And I have video footage with the grenade placements and boss waves and everything coming right up. Before we get into the advanced footage, just one more quick reminder to the 4 soldiers that come in and plant all the grenades up top and in the versus spawns. Before you leave, make sure to blow yourself up with your grenades so your scout can pick up that power, so you get a little bit of extra power. Okay, here is a video of the grenade placements up top to block spawn and push boss. 2 grenades there on that cog. 1 grenade there. 2 grenades there and decoy. 1 grenade here and decoy. 1 grenade here and decoy. 2 grenades here and decoy. 1 grenade here. And 2 grenades here, and before wave 10 you want 1 more decoy on that cog before boss wave. Here is a video of not just the grenades but also now the decoys up top. This first decoy is that boss decoy you need by wave 10. On the cog you still have the 2 grenades and then the decoy of course, 1 grenade there in the middle, 2 grenades on that cog and decoy. 1 grenade still here and a decoy. Again, you still have over here the 1 grenade and decoy on this side. And on this cog, you're going to have the 2 grenades, 1 decoy, 1 grenade in the middle, and then the 2 grenades on that cog. And I know this seems like a big pain to set up, but once you get it done, it's fairly simple, and a few sentries going, it's great and brings back a lot of great memories. Here is a map overview of the spawn. Here is another map overview for you. One more map overview for you. One thing I want to showcase is, as sniper, you can be in the map overhead next to the Fabricator and ping and strike from the map overview. Definitely makes sniping much easier. With everything blocked upstairs, the first step in building the defense here is your first couple sentries stick them by this pillar. That way that you can be in cover repairing them so they won't get wrecked, of course, and you won't get shot and downed in the process. Okay, the next step as far as building this up is once you get several sentries, I move them here in the middle, and that way I can be crouched and in cover behind them while the wave is going on, repairing them. So I don't get shot or downed. And then once you're level 3 on the Fabricator, upgrade your sentries to 3. Most people typically move them up into the spawn, which I'll have video footage on that later on. And then I have some map overview footage and everything else coming right up. Here's a basic engineering setup overview of this. This right side is by Morris. A couple lockers down here, barrier, 2 sentries down here at the bottom, and then a couple barriers up top, and a sentry in each corner for 4. 4-2 setup with the 2 below, barrier there. And I say this so often in my tutorials, but take ideas from others and put your own personal spin on it, make it better, because I love seeing different ideas and different setups. I truly believe that. And here's a quick map overview of the spawn, and we'll go ahead and after this go over to the left side and check out what Big in the Game has for his engineering setup here. A couple lockers there, one sentry down here. As we go up, again, we got some barriers and in front of each sentry in the four corners. The four corners is a pretty popular setup, even back in the day when this was the speedrun that everyone did. I ran into more often than not people having the sentries in the corners, and it works very, very well. One more quick peek for y'all, and there you go. Here's some boss waves for you. What makes this one funny is we have two decoys there, and as you can see, the carrier's confused. Not sure which one to go after. Goes to the left, then changes his mind and goes to the right. Definitely fun. Here's another boss wave for you. One thing I want to showcase is that the more you ping a boss, it stacks a called shot, meaning if you ping him 8, 9, 10, 11 times, and then you strike or someone hits him with the drop shot, you usually will one-shot him just about every time. Definitely fun stuff. One more boss wave for you. And with that, that is the classic War Machine speedrun tutorial. Definitely fun throwback from back in the day. Brings back a lot of good memories to run every so often. Definitely fun run, guys. Enjoyed, everybody. Thank you.